quite sure what that vegetable was. This little odd looking pumpkin. This one looks like a star. It's really interesting the different shapes that it can take on. And that's a dried out sunflower. They had a couple of those around. Looked like two pumpkins and one started growing inside of another. That's really huge squash. It's incredible to see how big they can get. I remember when I moved here to France, it was my first time seeing a huge zucchini, like massive, about the size of your arm. And you know, people that have gardens, I'm sure they're used to seeing vegetables that grow to huge sizes, but it's absolutely incredible for me to see how big these things can get. You have a spotted pumpkin over there, and down here you had the little baby pumpkins. I get those every year as little decoration to put around the house. I even got some last year to decorate my desk with at work. Just a little squash there. Yeah, it was some